So welcome to week 7 of the Tai Chi lesson for mind-body connection resilience. Let's start with entering the way. So we have the feet shoulders width apart and parallel. So they're just sitting underneath the hips. And the idea here is to get into that uprighting position where your muscles aren't having to do too much work for you. So just a reminder is that when you're standing upright, you're neither leaning backwards nor leaning forwards. You change the weight distribution so it's evenly over the whole of the feet. The more you can get to a least resistance place, a least effort place, the easier it is that the energy flows, the easier it is that the body can work without having to have the systems under pressure. Right now that's going to be a really useful thing. So we're going to work on the physical, mental, emotional and energetic with the Tai Chi practice. First of all, we work on the physical because that's often the easiest part to sort of tap into. So we adjust the feet parallel, just underneath the hips. The next part is to relax your knees, make sure the knees aren't jammed back, and the weight evenly distributed over the whole of the feet. So you should be able to feel that connection with the heel to the ground and the paddy parts of your toes as well to the ground. If you like, you can gently splay the toes out so you feel that connection with the feet, but not so much that you're making tensions in the muscles of the feet. So, weight distribution, knees relax, and then the hips. The hips, you're going to turn the sits bone just underneath, so it's turning the sacrum. Now an obvious move with turning the sacrum is tucking the sacrum in like this. So you see as I move the sacrum, I tuck the sacrum in underneath, but this makes too much effort in the body, and the muscles in the legs, the muscles in the backside all have to tighten up to compensate for the tucking in of the sacrum. When we talk about tucking in the sacrum, it's really a micro movement that you're doing. So you're just gently tucking that sacrum under. That allows the tailbone just to come under a little bit, and it releases the qua. The qua is the energetic area just in the groin here. In the Tai Chi, when we move, we've got the qua open in every movement that you do there. So we're not closing off the flow of energy. Okay, so feet, knees, hips, sacrum, space between your hips and your ribs as well. So there's an uplifting, not a collapsing. So if you're finding yourself standing collapsed like this in the stomach, just to make that uplifting, that space between the hips and the ribs, an uplifting and an opening of the chest. This comes from inside rather than pulling the chest back, so it's not a muscular effort, it's more of a muscular release. So the chest is open, the arms are relaxed at the sides of the body with your fingers pointing downwards. Remember, not curled up like prawns, so fingers gently pointing downwards, and the chin just gently back to release that pressure on the back of the neck. And then we close the eyes, because there's nothing to see now, we're going to be entering the way. You close your eyes and you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. So this is entering the way, entering a Qigong state of mind. If we're practicing Qigong, if we're practicing Tai Chi, it's entering the way. Remember, Jan San Feng, the Taoist priest in the 13th century, said that first you must enter the way to practice Tai Chi. First, enter the way. That means relaxing physically, so there's no muscular efforting. You're not tensing the muscles are relaxed. So standing uprighting like this is an easy way of non-efforting, so the body can relax. So relax physically, relaxed mentally. Mentally, we're not focusing on any particular thoughts that come and go, but rather we bring our awareness, our attention to the breathing. If you bring your attention to the breath, it replaces, it's said, 1,000 thoughts with one. That one thought is that gentle focus on the breath. And the thought is different to thinking. Thinking is where the thoughts come into your head and then you start to focus on that particular thought, giving that thought time and energy. And here we're just bringing our awareness to the breath. And any thoughts that come, just let them come and let them go naturally, while your attention is on the here and now. The here and now being your breathing. That's what we mean in terms of the here and now. Your focus of attention is just gently on the breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And this is a standing meditation, your opportunity to let go of the things that are bothering the mind right now. It doesn't mean to say the things on the outside world have changed. We've still got the same situation that we're in, but our attention is somewhere else. Our attention is on relaxation, letting go of held tensions, relaxing the body, relaxing the mind. That's physical relaxation, mental relaxation. The emotional relaxation happens by not worrying about anything. Easier said than done sometimes when things need to be done, or we need to action something that's not working out, or action something that's disturbing us, or even noticing something that's disturbing us in our life, whether or not that's from the present moment, or something that hasn't happened yet, or something from the past. And when we notice these disturbances, the Tai Chi way is to once again bring yourself back to the here and now, into physical, mental relaxation. Any emotions that come up, you just let them come up and go. You don't have to do anything with them. You don't have to react to them. This is one of the other parts of Tai Chi practice, is that we use softness against hardness. Relatively speaking, the hardness and disruptions of stress, anxiety, worry, overwhelm, that can be quite hard on our systems. But the breath can be soft, the mind can be softened, the body can be softened. And we can use that breath as a way to let go of held tensions. And really your whole Tai Chi practice could just be entering the way and enjoying and being in what we call Wu Ji. Wu Ji is that neutral state. So as you're standing upright and relaxing with your eyes closed, mouth gently open, you're practicing Wu Ji. Wu Ji. That non-interfering state, that neutral state. So when there's mayhem going on around the world, there's always stillness within. In Tai Chi they say that there's this movement, then there's stillness. Stillness inside, movement outside. If there's movement inside, which there can be energy flowing, we can still be, relatively speaking, still on the outside. So you're looking for that internal stillness, physically, mentally and emotionally. Remember, using your breath as a way to release held tensions, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you're practicing at home and doing the Wu Ji, 5-10 minutes of Wu Ji will do you wonders. Really take the time every day to practice your Wu Ji. And then smile from the heart. Smile from the heart. Very good. Now from here we're going to do a few gathering the cosmos. So you breathe in, bring the arms up, breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Good. Breathe out. Just focusing your awareness gently on your movement and your breath. Breathing in. Good. Breathing out. This is connecting your mind with your body and your breath and the energy as well. As we move, it opens up the meridian pathways. the energy pathways as such, as it was described. Good. And just enjoying gathering the cosmos for a while. Sometimes in class we only do this a few times. If we're practicing this as a Qigong exercise, you might do this 10 or 20 times. I think right now, with all the stuff that's going on around, the practice of stillness, relaxation, letting go, building our mind-body connection and our resilience through increased energy flow is going to be very, very useful. When the mind and the body is stressed, then that affects our immune system, negatively affecting our immune system. When we're relaxed, our body can work much better for us, increasing the immune system, increasing your resistance and resilience to things. It wakes up the body's own natural healing system. As you remember, it's waking up that parasympathetic nervous system. Your rest and digest, not your fight or flight that we get when we're anxious, worried, stressed. So we're taking ourselves out of the stress situation that's going on around the world at the moment, and just taking moments in time to be relaxed physically, mentally and emotionally. Okay, do this a couple more times. Do this a couple more times. And then after the last time, just bring the hands down and let them come to the sides of your body, returning back to that wuji state. That wuji state. And if you find yourself, when you're in your wuji state now, gently swaying, then enjoy that gentle sway. It's called gentle breeze swaying willows. You're not losing control of yourself. It's just the energy flowing through the body. Very natural. Tai Chi is also the art of energy, mind and body, developed as a martial art and also used as a practice for cultivation, spiritual cultivation, body cultivation, mind cultivation, energy cultivation. Much, much later on, it was recognised by the governments as a very good health system. It's now recommended as part of the health system in China. I've seen emails come out that say that they recommend using this against COVID-19. Tai Chi and Qigong, both the systems that I practice and teach. So just allow yourself to be that gentle swaying. Allow yourself to be that gentle swaying. Good, I'm going to introduce you to something new today, which is the lifting water exercise. So just gently thinking of that area of your dantian as you come to stillness. And just for a moment come into stillness, not thinking about anything in particular, but just being gently aware of your centre, roughly 2-3 inches below your navel, 2-3 inches in. Just as a rough area. Good. And now from your wuji stance, you can open your eyes if they're not open already, and shift your weight over onto your left leg, and then move your right foot out just past the shoulders width. You can have your feet parallel. Shift the weight over now onto your right leg, and as you shift your weight over, just still having the body upright, not leaning forwards or backwards, but the body, the spine in an upright position. Bring the foot in and then step this one out just past that shoulders width position. So now you're coming to the stance. This is like the goat riding stance that you've been familiar with, that we've been practicing. And when you're in the goat riding stance, this is like a wide wuji, and you sink down from your centre so that your knees do not come beyond your toes. If you were to look down, you should still see your toes. You don't want to lean forwards with your knees. Don't lean forwards with your knees. This is going to put added pressure on your knees and cause damage. So we have the knees relaxed, the thighs relaxed, the tailbone just gently tucked underneath. This releases the pressure in the back, and the chin just gently tucked in. So now the top of the head, the byway, is in line with the centre of the body, our spiritual centre, and in line with the dantian as well. And this is your goat riding stance, and your arms are down at the sides of the body, palms facing backwards. And just hold this stance for a moment, breathing in and breathing out, and becoming aware of your arms and your hands. Just become aware of your arms and your hands. So breathing in and breathing out. As you breathe in, you breathe into the dantian area, that area roughly 2-3 inches below your navel. And as you breathe out, just breathe out to the hands. Don't worry about how you do this, just imagine that that's happening as you breathe out. You become aware of your hands. Good, one more time. Excellent. Now on the next in-breath, lift the hands up, lifting the hands up, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Good. And then breathe out, let the hands sink down. Very good. Breathing in, your hands come up. Breathe out, the hands sink down. Very good. And just carry on doing this. You're breathing in, the arms come up, and as the arms come up, making sure your shoulders are relaxed, that your muscles are relaxed. You're not using muscular tension here. You're using the breath and the mind and the body, all connected as one. Movement coordinated with the breath. So work at your own breath speed. If it's not exactly the same speed as mine, it doesn't matter. Make your movement and your breath relax. You don't have to stress with it. Just allow that gentle breath to come in. And then gentle breath out. Very good. Gently breathe in. Gently breathe out. If your legs start to ache, just bring your attention to your breath and the movement of the arms. Where your mind goes, energy flows, is the old saying. So breathing in and breathing out. As you breathe in, imagine your arms becoming light, like they're just floating up, like balloons attached to them. But as they come down, they're heavy, like weights on them. It's heavy coming down. Coming up, it's light. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Light on the way up, heavy on the way down. Good. And now as you come up, make the whole body light. And now on the way down, whole body heavy as well. Very good. As you come up, whole body light. As you come down, very good. So the lifting and sinking. Very good. Lifting and sinking. Lifting and sinking. Now do the lifting and sinking without too much movement of the actual body, but just imagine that the body's becoming light and the body is becoming heavy. Body becoming light becoming heavy. But not too much physical movement now of the whole of the body. Rising, sinking. Good. Rising, sinking. Good. Rising, sinking. Rising, sinking. All the time, body's relaxed, mind's relaxed, breath is relaxed. This is important in your Tai Chi practice. If the mind starts to wander, then gently bring it back to your movement and your breath. You get far greater benefit when you're gently focused on what you're doing rather than the mind becoming distracted. So your Tai Chi practice, you begin to develop that increased focus of mind. What I call like this mind stamina. Mind stamina allows you to stay gently, effortlessly focused on things for longer periods of time without effort. Which is a really useful thing. Good. We're going to do this one more time after this round here. Good. So one more time. And then down. Shift the weight over to one side. Come back into that original position of Wuji. Shift the weight to the other side. Feet are parallel. And come into that uprighting position again. Remember the weight distribution. Knees are relaxed. Sacrum just tucked, tiny bit. Space between the ribs. Uplifting of the chest. Heart and lung open. Arms relaxed down by the sides. Chin gently in. Eyes closed, mouth open. And when you first start practicing this, and when I say you first start practicing, I mean in the first few months of practice, all of those stages can feel a little mechanical, and that's quite normal. But after a while of practice, you just come into this Wuji position naturally. You don't have to go through each of the steps. We need the steps first of all, like learning to drive. But after a while, you just get in the car, seatbelt goes on, you don't even have to look to see where it's going. You just drive, you get in the car nice and easy, everything happens by itself because all of those systems have already been built in. The mind-body networks have been established. That muscle memory's been established. And the same goes for your Tai Chi practice. You get this muscle memory, this brain memory, the neural networks that realize how to be relaxed. So your very practice of relaxation helps you become more relaxed in your nature. In the treatise of Jan Senfeng, it said first enter the way and then stabilize nature. Stabilize nature. First enter the way, stabilize nature, and then accumulate energy. Well, when you're standing upright, relaxing in Wuji, you're accumulating the energy to the Dantian naturally, building our store of energy. And then focus the mind. And focusing the mind can be on your breath, or the sensations in the body, but not on thoughts, not on thinking. Remember in the 10 Essentials, it was no thinking, no thoughts. Which doesn't mean to say that thoughts won't come, it just means not purposely thinking. Next part was the relaxed muscles, relaxing the muscles in Wuji in all Tai Chi practice, in all things that you do. And then loosen the waist. So when you loosen the waist, then you've got a greater movement and mobility in the waist. So just allow the waist to now circle. Allow the waist to circle. Good. Just circling around one way. And just get a sense of what it's like for you as you circle. The hips. Noticing any tensions in the body. And also noticing your sense of freedom in the body as well. If you have been practicing your Tai Chi every day, within a few weeks you'll notice that the body changes. The muscles in the body change. The sinews change. The joints feel like they've got a greater freedom in them as well. You become stronger from the inside out, and that's part of your building your resilience, your natural resilience, physical resilience. And now allow the whole body to start moving and swaying around. When we're relaxed mentally and emotionally, that's your mental and emotional resilience as well. So we do build this physical, mental and emotional resilience through the practice of Tai Chi, but it's through non-efforting. And of course, like anything, when you practice it first, it can feel like there's a bit more effort in it, but after a while it's like, I'm just moving like this now. Everything in your Tai Chi practice starts to come from the waist and moves from the waist, but it moves with ease. So just allow yourself now to start moving around with a sense of freedom in the body. Now this isn't strictly speaking cloud hands, but if we were doing cloud hands it might look a bit more formal. But at the moment, just allow yourself just to move with a sense of freedom and flow. So just introducing that sense of freedom and flow in your body movements, in the joints and the muscles. Everything is flowing around, allowing the feet to leave the ground a little bit so then it can start to become a bit more natural. And then it doesn't really matter how you move in. Now just swing your arms around. Good, so they make contact with the body. Very good, making contact with the body. Good, just waking up the energy in the body, waking up the muscles. Good, and don't hit yourself too hard, but just waking things gently up. Very good, very good. So now tapping down the insides of the arms and up the outsides. Down the insides, you can pause at the joints, waking up the energy in the joints. Good, and now we go down the other side. Good, down, pausing at the joints. Good, tap down the body, down tie. Chest, stroke along, good, tap down the sides of the body now. And the other side. Good, drumming on the kidneys. Either side of the spine, not actually on the spine, so avoid the spine itself, but the muscles down either side of the spine and the buttocks as well. Good. Down the outside of the legs, on the inside. Good. Circle the knees. Good. Good, and the ankles. And the other way. Good. Ankles on the other side. Good. The other way. Turn the wrists. So turning the wrists. And the arms. Good. And then shake. Shake the arms. Very good. Shake the body. Very good. And then just circling out the legs, opening up. Very good. Opening up. Very good. Open up. Kick out. Good. Good. Loosen the shoulders. So not grinding, but just loosening the shoulders and the spine. Good. Making circles. Good. Make bigger circles. Like you're swimming backwards now. Very good. Forward. Good. Good. Shaking the arms. Shake the shoulders. Very good. Good, just move around a little bit. Just see how the body's feeling. See if it's feeling a little looser. Very nice. Excellent. Okay, so now the feet shoulders width apart, arms out to the sides of the body. Breathing out as you come down. Good. Breathing in as you come up. Out. In. Out. In. Very good. And then down, rolling over. So tucking the chin gently into the chest, towards the chest. Rolling over, hands down. Breathe in. It's an unfolding back into that stand upright position. Breathe out. Down. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just that nice folding over, just letting the movement flow. So it flows up, flows down. So less of a hinge, and more of a flow. Good. And as you start to flow, you feel the movement easier. Couple more times. Very good. And then just coming back into that Wuji position. That Wuji position. Gentle breeze swaying willow, just allowing the body to just gently sway, not keeping it rigidly still, but just gently swaying. Just allowing the body to gently sway now, getting an awareness and appreciation for the muscles and the joints, the softness within the body. And that invitation of a sense of ease. I mean, even if you don't feel it sometimes and the body feels tight or sore or pains or discomfort, introduce that sense of ease into the body. What would it feel like if it flowed a little bit easier, moved a little bit easier, rather than trying to control it or hold on to things tightly? Even ideas, holding on to ideas too tightly can be a pain. Good, just coming back to stillness. Very good. So now from here, we're going to step out into the 3-circle stance. We're not going to spend too long today in the 3-circle stance, but we're just going to go through the stances as a reminder for you so that you've at least got it on video for the first time of the different stances. So here, we step out into that goat riding stance, shoulders width apart. Remember, we're going to be doing it the easy and gentle way, so rather than the feet turned in, we have the feet facing forwards, the quads open, sits bone just tucked under slightly, spine straight, and you come into that 3-circle stance, like holding 2 cups, either side here, and the joint of the wrist open so that the energy can flow around nice and easy. Soft in the wrists are higher than your elbows here. Yes, the elbows lower than the wrist, good, and the elbows lower than the shoulders. And the arms, you can see, are in level here with this heart and lung meridians here. They're not down too low and not up too high. And that means that my shoulders can be relaxed. If you find that your shoulders are up and holding tensions because you're making too much effort, just relax a little bit into it. Good. So then they're not floppy, there's some structure there, there's some energy there, but you're not efforting. You're not making unnecessary tension. Good, and then a breath, you're breathing into that dantian area. So you're breathing into the abdominal area, the dantian area, and then breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. As I say, we're not going to stay in these stances for too long. So from here, we're going to shift the weight over on the back leg, okay, and then come back into the false leg stance. That means the weight is on your back leg. So the front foot is just on the toes pointing down towards the ground. The waist is open and pointing off to the angle, but the face is pointing forward the same way as the toes. And then the fists just come gently back to the sides of the waist here. Very good. And then from here you can shift the weight over, come to the other side. The toe is in line with the heel. If you make a straight line from your heel to your toe here and sitting down onto the back foot, good, onto the toes of the front foot, so there's no actual real weight on here. And this time my body's facing this direction into the corner. My head is looking straight on here. Very good. Excellent. Now the unicorn step, remember we turn, and the knee goes into the back of the calf of this one here. The weight distribution will be 50-50. Turn to face the other side. Sink down. Very good. Coming back into that goat riding stance. If you want to shift into the 4-6 stance, you can turn off to the angle now. Make it really easy rather than having to move your feet out. You can just turn your feet here. So if I wanted to turn the feet, it's easy on this floor because I can just slide, but correctly I should shift the weight, move the foot, shift the weight from my waist. So this one's now empty, and then I can move this foot here. So now I'm facing into this corner. Fists at the sides of the waist. If I want to go the other way, this one I empty, I move the foot around, shift the weight over, and then move this foot around. Now I'm facing this way. Weight is 60% on the back leg, 40% on the front leg. Fists here, very good. Come back into that goat riding stance. We're going to come up into single leg stance now. So come onto your left leg and gently push up from the ground as you come up. Rather than trying to lift yourself up, which can sometimes be unsteady, if you push yourself up from the ground, then it's easier to lift this leg up and the toes are pointing downwards. The hands come out as you come up, you spread the arms. Good, this one pointing down to the ground, this one to the wall. Toes pointing down, very good. And then bring this leg gently down to the ground. Shift the weight over, good. Cross the arms, push it up from the ground as you come up, good. Toes pointing downwards. Very good. Shift the weight over here. We're going to come into the bow arrow stance now. So turn the foot onto this leg, come into a false leg, step out with the heel, toe, and turn the waist. So turn from the waist. So now you're facing forwards here. The weight distribution is 50-50. 50 on the front leg, 50 on the back leg. You've turned from the waist so that the body is facing forward, and here the hands are just at the sides of the waist. Very good. You want to change the other side, shift forwards, and then you can step backwards and then turn the waist. So you're turning from the back leg back into your stance. Here in the bow arrow stance we have the feet in alignment. When you use the stance in the martial sense, you may adjust the stance to be a little bit wider. Or when we're practicing the grasp in the sparrow's tail, we adjust the stances as well, which we'll come to in a minute. So, from here, very good, shift the weight, stepping back up, good. Gather the cosmos once. Good, breathe out. Good. Arms relaxed at the sides of the body. Very good. And you're in that Wu-Ji stance again. Always returning to Wu-Ji. From Wu-Ji to Tai-Ji to Wu-Ji. Always coming back to that relaxed state, physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's like our reset. And just taking moments, even half a minute to be in Wu-Ji can help just to reset stuff, rebalance the systems. The mind, the brain, the muscles, the nervous system. A sense of inner calm as well. Very good. Gently think of the dantian area. Rub your palms together. Dab the eyes. Massage around the eyes and the face. Good. And the head. Very good. And shake off. Very good. Excellent. So you've done the stances, the lift in the water, some flexibility exercises as well, entering the way, so that entering the Chichester mind or in the Tai Chi, entering the way, your breathing exercises, and just a reminder of the breathing exercise we do for your abdominal breathing. Hands go over the abdomen, one hand over the other one, Okay, so palm on palm, not fingers on fingers, palm on palm. You breathe into the abdominal area as the abdomen expands, and you just gently press as you breathe out. Pause. You breathe in, pause, breathe out. Pause. Breathe in, pause, breathe out. Pause, breathe in, pause, breathe out. Pause, and then drop the arms down at the sides of the body. Don't rush off and do anything else, but just be in Wuji again. And you know by now with the classes and the training that the Wuji is where it's all happening. A place of non-interference. What the Chinese call Wu Wei. Non-doing. And in Jian to Dantian again, rub your palms together. Dab the eyes, massage around the face and the head. Very good, guys. Okay, so now we're going to be doing the grasping the sparrow's tail that we've been doing. So come in and holding the ball. This is the first part. So the hands circle around and you're holding that ball. Okay, just practice that a few times. 1, good, and then turn around the other side like this. So 1, hold the ball this way. 2, hold the ball. So it's like if you're holding a ball here, you would circle around the outside of that ball, just turning that up the other way. Yeah. So if you turn the ball up the other way, good, and turn the ball the other way. Very good. Keeping the shoulders soft, the arms soft, everything soft. Space between your body and your hands so that it's not squished in you. You need a little bit of space to hold that ball. 1, good, and 2. Excellent. Turn, turn. Very good. So have your left hand on the top now, your right hand underneath, okay? You're going to shift the weight to your right to empty your left. So the principle is if you need to move to your left, then first you've got to empty this. Yeah. So if I want to move, I've got to empty this. So I empty this, and then I change the position of the foot because we're going to be shifting the weight now over to our left leg because we're going to want to step out this way. So you want to step out to our right, we first shift to our left. Pick up this one into false leg, and now step this one out, okay, with the feet at an angle, and just at the moment create some space here. So you don't have to be in line in a bow arrow, you can be like a shorter bow arrow to make this nice and really easy. You're holding the ball, and as I turn the waist, you see the arms turn naturally. So I don't have to turn the arms here. I come from the waist, turn in the waist, very good. And this first movement here turns the arms. As I turn the waist and I sink back onto that back leg, you see the arms turn more naturally. So it's just into this position here. So coming back, very good. And we're going to turn. Now what we've been doing just to make this a little bit easier is we've had the connection with the hand onto the wrist here. It's not that you have to do this, it's just that when we're practicing the Tai Chi, sometimes it makes it a little bit easier to practice it like this. Like it makes it easier to be in a shorter stance and a longer stance. Next week we can do the other way as well. Okay, so from here, turning from the weight's coming from the back leg here, through the waist, until the weight distribution is 50-50 and the hands just into this beauty looks a mirror or a mortal wave sleeve or peng, many names. Okay, from here, turn the hands and just sink the waist. So at the moment we're just having the hands here because it's easy, but if you like, you can just bring and hold back the ball this way as well. Okay, so either way, you can turn, open, or turn with the hands on the wrist. Turn, sink down and hold the ball, but if that's confusing, just keep your fingers on the wrist and just turn and come back. And you see it's this turn of the waist. If you don't actually move your hands here, you see as you turn your waist, yeah, not actually moving your arms, your body, as you sink it back, moves the arms for you. So I don't have to move the arms back. Makes it much easier as well, thinking about it like that in your practice. So I turn, sink, good. Turn the hands, so now the fingers are on the inside of the wrist, and shift again. Turn the body, shift the weight. Now your back of your hands pushing away. Here. Good. So let's just start from that beginning position. Ready? Turn, sink, push. Very good. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so from holding the ball, turn, sink, push. Good. So let's just turn like this. Turn. Let's do this a few times, yeah? Just do this movement, the first two movements a few times. Just to get that flow of your waist, the flow of the weight distribution. Very good. Good, and then turn, and then push. Good, I'm going to face you now so that you can also see it from a different position. Okay, so from holding the ball, turn, good, turn the hands, sink, push. So we've got these three movements now. So the original position, so 1, 2, sink, push 3. Very good. So let's just come 1, 2, 3. Good. Start again. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Let's start again from here. 1, 2, 3. Very good. And all the time, if it was no hands and it was just your waist, then you're sinking and you're turning through the leg, through the waist. Good, and arriving here. Very nice. Hands, because I'm turning the waist. Mainly, the waist is doing the movements, but of course I need to turn the hands a little bit as well. Very good. So, 1, 2, 3. Very good. Separate. Sink. Good. And it's this sinking and a little bit of the hands at the end that does the movement, not the pulling back of the arms. You're sinking back down, so the weight's now mainly on this back leg. Good. Sink. Then push. Both hands forwards. Very good. Let's come back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1 and push out. Very good. Let's start again. 1, 2, 3, sink, 4, 5. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. And gather the cosmos. Very good. Arms relaxed down by the side. And just gently being in Wuji now. Gently being in Wuji. Good. Gently think of the Dantian area. Rub your palms together. Dab the eyes, massage around the face and the head. Very good. And that's it for lesson 7, guys. Okay, so then we'll be doing lesson 8 soon, and we'll put this up on video for you as well. If you've got any questions, do email me through the Moodle and get in touch, and I can help you with your practice. Keep practicing. You're going to get tremendous benefit from this if you practice each day. And right now it's a great time to release any tensions and stress and get this mind-body connection for the resilience. Okay, so see you next week. Bye.